Well, good morning, everybody. Tex-Meau Fishing here. Today I'm going to be talking about the fishing knots. Now, the fishing knots that I'm going to show you are pretty basic, pretty simple. These are for a friend of mine who doesn't know how to tie knots. I have here 8-pound monofilament. I'm sorry you really can't see it against that backdrop there, but you can't even really see it there. But that's 8-pound filament or monofilament. So the first knot we're going to do, we're going to take it and we're going to run it through that guide eye right there. Right through that eye of the hook there on this jig. Okay. We're going to set it up. You'll see that it's on an invisible string here. Well, you can see the string there. And essentially the first knot is to take it, and this is just a trilene knot. You run it through once. Take it on your fingers, and loop it around, holding both tag ends. I got a tag end over here in this hand. Got a tag end here. Basically what we're going to do is we'll take the short tag end here. We'll form a loop in between my fingers here. And we'll run that back through. Now understand, I'm not trying to tie these perfect. I'm just trying to tie them. But you'll run it back through the guide eye. Okay. You'll keep a finger between your rod lead and your tag end so that you don't lose your loop. And you'll wrap it 5 to 7 times. I'm only wrapping it 5 times here because I'm trying to save on time. I'm not going to try to edit this. Take your tag end again, and then you'll run it through that double loop that you have on your jig. That'll form another loop up here next to your twists, and then you'll run it through there. Generally, a lot of people will moisten this knot with saliva before they pull it tight. I don't blame them because it helps the lure not slip. But you'll pull both tag ends tight. You'll pull the tag end tight, and you'll pull the line lead, or the one that leads up to the rod tight. Preferably at the same time, and it'll form a knot. It'll look similar to that. And you'll take your tag end here, and we'll snip this off. Close to the knot as we can get. I hope you can see that. Works a little better against the grain. There's your trilene knot. I'll cut that off because I'm just using an old spool of excess line. This is basically 8-pound monofilament, like I said. Now the second knot is a jam knot, and this works real good for your fluorocarbon line. Some monofilaments, I hadn't really had much luck with monofilaments on it, but basically what you're going to do is you'll form a loop. Take your line, you'll basically fold it in half. Okay, if you can't fold it in half, what you can do is, and on this one I'm going to have to do this, take it, run it through the knot, or run it through the hook eye again. And forgive me if y'all are not seeing this real well. Yeah, I know, I'm an old man and I'm shaking and everything else, so helps if I get all that tag off. But essentially, run it through the guide eye, string it across, again, like I said, the magic string. Then you'll take your finger and you'll fold the line across the head of the lure like so. And then you'll run your tag end again back through the guide eye. And I'm going to show you a little trick to this here in a second. So essentially what you're going to do is you're just going to loop a line around that finger on the other side of the lure. So as you have a tag end, line lead up here, lure there, sliding across 2 strings. Then what you're going to do is, on your jam knot, try not to lose that tag end. Try not to get let it get twisted up too bad. But if it does, take your double loop, and then you'll twist the lure 4 times. Again, moisten with spit. But you'll end up with 2 knots, or 2 loops right there. Run the tag end, that looped end, around through both eyes. And I know some anglers who will loop it around the body of the lure. I don't do it unless I'm fishing just straight up with monofilament and I'm just trying to save some time. But a lot of people will take it, and on that loop next to your loops there, what they'll do is they'll take that looped end and they'll run it through that loop system there, which is what normally I do, because this is a very fast knot when I'm not even focusing on it, trying to explain how to tie it. Take it, pull the loop in tight after you've moistened it with spit. Pull your guide leads tight, your tag in tight after you find it, of course, and then pull your double loop tight and then cut it. And that works real well with braid and monofilament, as you can tell. Like I said, it's 8-pound test. I'm not going to try to break it because I don't want to cut my hands up too bad. Now for the Palomar knot. Now the Palomar knot starts off very similar to, and I'm switching over to 30-pound spider wire braid here. Again, another excess thing. See it a little better, maybe, kind of, sort of. Yeah, there we go. So essentially, it'll start off pretty similar to your jam knot, which is the knot that I just finished tying. You will loop it back through them because of the thickness of the braid here. And like I said, it's 30-pound spider wire. I've got to do that fold over again, but you're going to start off with the loop on one side of the guide eye, or one side of the hook eye, or lure eye, as you want to call it, whatever. I may not be able to do that. I may have to just flatten it out real well. Okay. Maybe. Sometimes with these it's real difficult because these guides can get pretty small on these jigs. That's why I like practicing these on other things. Because both of these are going in the trash tonight. I think I may just use that big spool at 8-pound. Yep, I'm going to use a big spool 8-pound. Poke a hole in that so that you can watch what I'm doing. Essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop with my lines here. I'm going to run it through the hook eye all the way through. Make sure that I've got enough length between the two. Then I'm just going to tie a simple overhand knot. And this is why you want a lot of loop in your loop end here. Okay. Because you do like that, and you do like that. To pull everything tight. And you end up with a fairly decent knot. Now forgive the monofilament being tangled up in it, but I'm pretty sure y'all understand that this is just for demonstration purposes. But essentially what you have is you have a big loop that's a noose being held right there. Okay, that's the knot. Fairly easy, simple braid knot. Don't need a whole lot to do. I only use this knot in braid, as you can see, for obvious reasons, because it's a pain in the butt and it doesn't hold real well in monofilament, I've learned through my years of experience, and I'm pretty sure I'll get comments to the contrary, but my experience tells me that this knot should be used specifically for braid and not monofilament or fluorocarbon. We're a real hard time with that. But anyway, I apologize for the quality of the audio. I had to hide away in a spare bedroom to do this video. It's not a spare bedroom. Okay, I admit it. I filmed it in my bathroom. Forgive me. I'll be on my laptop a little bit later. I will not do an audio coverage on this. I'm just going to leave this as is. So if you like the video, click like, subscribe. You know the drill. Click the alert icons. When I go fishing, I'll take the video camera and I'll go fishing. But on that, I will do some of my own audio over record. As for now, I am Tex Mo Fishing. I appreciate you watching. Have a great day.